Welcome back. So far you've learned words to use and avoid in your pitch, how to ensure it's on a relatable topic, and how to find your unique hook. Phew! You are streets ahead of me when I wrote and sold my first memoir, and that's probably why it took me much longer than it needed to. But this final piece is actually the only thing I did right with my first memoir pitch, and probably why I was able to sell it, not knowing these pieces that you've just learned in the last 3 videos. So, you know how Netflix suggests movies you'll like if you watched something else? This is because if we like one genre, topic, or theme, we see the suggestion and immediately recognise that it's similar to what we've watched and enjoyed, and Netflix is basically making it easy for us to keep watching. But if we had to use the search function, which I've done sometimes, read the synopsis, watch the full trailer, forget it. We'd tune out and turn off. Similarly, if you ever cancel your Netflix subscription, they send you emails saying, we just added a show you might like based on what you watched. And this works to sell their stories that they're selling. We resubscribe because we immediately see that yes, they have what we know and like and have enjoyed before. We understand what the story is. And it's the same with including comparative titles in your memoir pitch. Using the right comparative titles simply makes it quick and easy to see what your story will be like, which is the purpose of your pitch. So many memoir writers don't find comparative titles or do this piece weirdly. And it's not just going to make your pitch fail and make it harder for you to write the story, because comparative titles help you know where the story is going. So using comparative titles makes it easy for the reader to make a quick association. Here's how you add comparative titles to ramp up your pitch. You start with a few lines on your memoir theme, what's unique about your version of this experience, and the stakes of the story, and then you add your 2 to 3 comparative titles like this. Book title is like X by X with or without X, using really well-known memoirs on the same topics and themes or in the same style or subcategory as yours. Rather than showing that it's already been done and there's no market for what you're writing, using the right comparative titles in your pitch shows that there's a captive market for that style, angle, voice, and perspective. And at the same time, it reveals the unique gap that your memoir will fill for people who love those books, much like the Netflix suggestions. We don't say, oh no, I've already watched a movie about World War I, that's it for me. We see, oh, this one has Antonio Banderas, or it's told from the German perspective, or it has something missing, or that we liked from those others and it's extended or something. So we press play and keep watching. And when you use comparative titles in the right way in your pitch like this, you'll be so much clearer about the story that you're writing, and the person that you're pitching to will be so much more likely to want to read it because they'll quickly grasp, okay, it's like that. Great, I liked that. Show me more. Just like the Netflix suggestions. So now you have 4 shortcuts to a killer query for your memoir. Words to use and avoid, how long it should be, the 4 best-selling themes, and how and why to find your hook and include comparative titles. Now that you know how to find the sellable story in your memoir and where to start it, I've got one final training to help you know whether or not you're ready to send your memoir pitch. This is the real secret to succeeding in the traditional publishing industry, knowing when to work on the manuscript and knowing when to pitch. In the next video, I'm going to share the questions that you need to ask yourself to decide if you're ready to pitch. I'll see you tomorrow.